Can I see a show of hands? Out of those people, who feels that money is a deterrent in going abroad? At least half the room. Today, I'm going to break all the myths about going abroad as being expensive. Turns out that going abroad isn't all that expensive at all. After I did some digging, I figured out that even somebody like me could go abroad. So last year, on 31st of March 2018, I packed my bags and went on a one-way flight to Kuala Lumpur. And the next 40 days, I spent exploring the beautiful countries of Malaysia, Singapore, and Thailand. I explored the culture, the food, the language, and most importantly, the Toastmasters clubs. Ladies and gentlemen, and my fellow travelers, I'm going to share with you 3 golden rules which I used for traveling affordably in a foreign land. Who wants to know? Everyone. The first and most important is the tickets for the flights. You have to use budget airlines to travel. These are the airlines that you will not find a lot of ads for. You will not find Malaysia, truly Asia for this. But I can promise you this, you will get the best deals at these airlines. There is one downside there. Extra luggage, pay. You want to select your seat? Pay. You want water? 2 ringgit 50 cents. They charge you for everything. And I mean everything. However, even with all these extra pricing add-ons, flying on these airlines is still cheaper than flying on major carriers. Carriers like AirAsia and Scoot are significantly cheaper than going on the major carriers like Malaysian Airlines or something. The second golden rule is shared accommodation, also known as hostels or dormitories. Now, some of you must be thinking about the school or college hostels that you used to have. These hostels are not like those hostels at all. With super comfy beds, fully air-conditioned rooms, squeaky clean bathrooms, free Wi-Fi, and sometimes even free breakfast, I don't think you can beat this deal at 350 rupees a night. Since we're on the topic of sharing, shared transportation is also a significant way to save cost. You have an option of going via cab or via a bus, and if you are going to a big bustling metropolis, usually it's the public transportation systems are fully developed and you can utilize them. If not, in the smaller towns, you have these private buses which will take you to and fro from your accommodation to the tourist hotspots of the area. Lastly, and this applies to Toastmasters only, is I had an added advantage as a Toastmaster in every single country that I went to. I've been a Toastmaster for 7 years now, and when I go into a club in any part of the world, I feel at home. And it is during the conversations that happen after the meeting where you get to know the insider's guide to every single city, the way that the locals navigate, the places that you must see, the places that you could avoid, and the places that nobody knows about that only the locals can tell you. One tip for Toastmasters, if you ever want to know, is that if you want to get noticed or network in any Toastmasters meeting, you must make sure that you are on the stage and not sitting there, because being on stage is 20 times more effective than doing one-to-one networking. Turns out that all of this was not at all a challenge for me. However, for the people who are wondering how I was able to take out 40 days from my schedule and go on this vacation spree, you will have to wait for my next speech.